Last time on the Hardcore Career Mode series in Stormworks, we actually transported the little boat that you can see over there with a plane. We actually towed that thing all the way here, and we actually managed to get something like $32,000 for actually completing that mission, which is awesome. Anyway, as you guys can see right now, we are actually stopped on the island, ready to go. We don't actually have any plans this video, at least not yet, but we will have to do some missions soon. So, what I think we're going to do is actually take off from where we are now, fly over to here, and repair the small boat. That seems like a good idea on our way home. So, let's take off and go! Go, go, go! Whee! There you go. That is awesome. Okay, I thought about it a second, and I guess on our way over, we should actually check some of the things that we do spot. For example, this right here is an awesome thing to actually check. If you guys are doing a career mode, it is definitely a good idea to check any oil refinery or any oil rig that you see for crates, because honestly, there are usually crates inside there, and they're a very good thing to check. So, let's open up the door on the top and go check inside. Okay, so I came upstairs and I found a present here. Only 12 research points and no money, but downstairs in this building there is another one that is 9 research points and 4 grand. So overall, very good for actually stopping here. Very nice. Our plane seems to be relatively stable in the water, which is good. One thing I would say is I'd like for it to sit a tiny bit higher. So what we might do is either push the floats on the wings down a little bit, or come up with a different way of making it float a little bit better. We'll figure that out soon. But yeah, let's get back inside and continue to that boat that we need to repair. Okay, here we go again. So, do this, there we go, and take off. Straight into the sky. So, whenever it's windy, it is extremely easy to take off into the wind. So if ever you have issues taking off, try and get it to be windy, and then just go for it, because you will be able to take off in that wind. Even with something pretty underpowered. I don't mean everything, obviously, but it is definitely a lot easier to take off that way than without it. So there you go. Okay, never mind. Again, we are taking a detour because I had a little look down at this island down here, and I think there are actually maybe 2 crates on this island. So, obviously we have to stop, because otherwise we'd be missing out on loads more money and stuff. So, we are going to go down here. We're turning into the wind. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, there are 2 crates. I can see them both from here. That is awesome. Number 1, bam, 12 research points and 4k, nice. Number 2, bam, there we go, 9 research points and 4.5k, lovely. Yeah, so, honestly, this island, a very good one to stop off at if you ever see it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back in. We might even be able to see the boat from here. No, there is an island in the way, but it's literally just there. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh! Okay, right, that was dumb, but we have landed, albeit very, very inefficiently. We have actually tipped over the boat that we were here to rescue. Anyway, I say rescue, all we have to do is repair it and then get out of here. Unfortunately for whoever's it is, it's now underwater, or it's now tipped over, I should say. So, we're just gonna go ahead and repair it real quick, and then we'll obviously get back in our plane and get out of here. Hold on, where are you at? So yeah, we just got to repair this bit. There we go. I do want to unlock like scuba gear or something like that soon. So missions like this, which, you know, shouldn't have been underwater, but we could do it relatively easily if we had scuba gear. Anyway, we are bouncing around all over the place. This is ridiculous. But slowly and but surely we will be fixing this big boy up. Alright, come on. Fix it more. Is the underwater welder just slower than the normal one? Is that how this works? Because I've repaired pretty much all of this now. Oh, I was almost dying. I was dying! Yikes. Alright, we're almost done. Hold on. Alright, repair that little bit right there, the transponder. And the little bit around it. There, that looks like it's fully done. Is this still a mission? Conduct repairs on the small boat. Repair dashboard. I thought I had. Have I not repaired it? I don't... Oh, there we go. Right, cool. So we only got 2k for that, but honestly, we might as well just do it on our way home, because we're flying past it anyway. So we're good. Yeah. These are some big old waves. I just want to get inside, and honestly, I just want to get out of here. So let's go ahead and turn this on and take off. I'm just leaving straight away. Bosh. Straight into the sky. We're going to fly all the way home. And I think I might do some minor modifications to the plane. I think we need to. Alright guys, we are almost home. This is awesome actually. We've made it all the way back here. So, what my plan is to actually add some control surfaces to the belly of the beast, essentially. So, as soon as we get within range, we're not even going to land. We're just going to go ahead and return it. Bosh! There we go. So, as you guys can see down here, we have these things. They don't actually do anything in terms of they don't rotate. However, they give a little bit of support in terms of balancing. So, we're going to actually add 2 right there, and we're also going to add 2 right here on both sides. So actually, delete these, put them back on, there we go. Delete these and put them back on there as well, and it should sit a little bit nicer. At least I'm hoping so anyway. Yeah, that sits quite nicely. The other thing that I want to do as well... Wait, it's missing diesel? Oh god, do we have like hardly any diesel left? That's not good. But yeah, the other thing that I wanted to do was to actually increase the height of this. I want it to actually look like a boat a little bit. So we're actually going to have this raise up and go this way, all the way up to around there. We're then going to do essentially this, going around here too, because I think that will actually look nicer. I think so anyway. Do you guys think that looks nicer than it did? I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that looks cool. So... what else do we need to do? Well, I kind of want it to float a little bit higher. Now, normally, I would add pivots to do this. However, I don't know if pivots are going to work anymore. I actually don't know if they work anymore, so we'll have to test it. And the way we are going to test it is I'm going to make this bit right here have pivots inside. There we go. Essentially, just like that. That's it. Bam. Lots of pivots inside. Spawn it in, see what that does. Is it going to do anything? Is it going to make the back more buoyant? Not really, not particularly. However, we can sort of get through that door now. Yeah, that's not the best. But yeah, there's not much I can actually do about that. So instead of having those in there, let's actually go back inside, delete these guys. There we go. We don't need them. We don't need them. So yeah, I think that is gonna be good for us. The extra little pieces I've just added is fine. Okay, so now what I want to do is check how much fuel we've got. 3,357 liters. That is not very much. We also have $173,000. That is great. And we can actually sell coal there. What if we actually did a coal trip? Is that crazy? That might be a little bit crazy. Where do I even get coal from? The mine? I don't know which mine it comes from. Oh, does it come from here? Can we get coal from the Donk coal mines? I would assume so. It might be a kind of a cool idea to take some coal from here and sell it there. Maybe by train? Maybe we should start building a train soon. That could be really cool. Okay, so, there was missing diesel to actually fill the tanks. We don't actually want any diesel in our tank, so let's go ahead and set that to 0 if we've got a spawner in here somewhere. It might be at this end. Yes, it is. So we're going to set that to 0 and we're going to go. Now what I've done is I've actually added a way for air to get in and out right here. In order to actually open that, you push this button and that opens the air. We've got our pressure reading right there as well, and we've got our tank storage right here. So let's drive up to the diesel gantry or whatever, this up here, and fill this thing with some diesel and bring it back down here just so that we can use it in our plane and our ships. It just makes sense. Okay, cool. So, let's see if we can just ramp it up here like we did before. There we go. It feels very wrong to be, like, slamming this thing up a hill, but it is doing its job, which is good. And also, it didn't tip over there, which I actually thought it was going to. But that's fine. So, let's go ahead and get this very close to the sell point. There we go. That is fine. Go ahead and slap on the brakes. Turn off that thingamabobby. And we're going to go ahead and shove this down. I'm also actually going to go to sleep because, yeah, we should. Because it was getting to nighttime and it makes sense to sleep. So there we go. We've slept through the night. It is now daytime. Very much so. Okay. Jump outside, close off the door. Very good. I'm actually going to go ahead and slap the legs down. Why not? Bosh. There we go. So we have our hoses. Let's connect. Actually, let's drop our repair torch first. Connect this onto here. Pump. Okay, so we should be pumping in, which indeed we are. There we go. And our pressure is rising. If I push this button, I'm assuming it will let air out, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything, actually. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. It should be opening and closing, but maybe I haven't actually... I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but there is a liquid valve on here, so that should be fine. Anyway, we have spent a little bit of money. We've got 3,000 right here. I'm not going to go for too much more than that. So let's just go home with that much and see if we can actually drop it off, which we can do because I can just jump out. In fact, that's fine. Yeah. So let's reverse out of here. I don't know if reversing is a good idea, but hey ho. There you go. And also, side note, do you guys want to see me build a train? Because I think it'd be cool, actually really cool to do that. But, yeah, I don't know. It's up to you guys whether you want to see it or not. Also, they've got a boat up here. Just saying. Just saying. Alright. We're quite high, and they've got a boat on a hill. Anyway, let's go this way. Yes. And then let's slide down the hill again, like we always do. I say like we always do. Have we actually been this way before? I'm not sure we have. I don't know if I've ever driven down here. I think I came around the other way before. Oh, yeah, nice. That was good. And then we just drive ourselves up here, and we can return this thing to the workbench. Just like so. Good. So I think what I actually managed to do was not give this electricity. Yes. So it was never going to open. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and try that again. But this time, obviously, with it open. And see if that changes anything. It might. It might also not do anything. But we'll see. Okay, let's try again. So, this onto here. Very good. It is pumping in. Very nice. There we go. Yeah. Alright, that's actually working fine. I should have checked how expensive our plane was, but never mind. So, you can see the pressure is going up. If I then push this button... Well, you'd expect pressure to release, but actually... Oh yeah, there you go. So air is actually coming out. There is a gas filter on that, and there is liquid filters on both of these. So it should be working fine. But yeah, I guess if the pressure gets too high, it will release more, but it doesn't seem to. Maybe. I don't know. That, actually, the pressure of that seems to be 1, and then the pressure of this seems to be... I know, actually 1.08 is fine. Alright, that's cool. That's fine. It's actually all working out fine. I'm going to go ahead and just fill this up a little bit more. Probably to about 7,500. And then we're going to return home again. You know what? 7,000 seems fine. There we go. Right, good. Let's go. I didn't even turn the brakes on this thing. I'm just using the brakes of the truck. So, kind of interesting. But there you go. Right, let's drive out of here. So, I'm going to go this way. This is a tight turn, but we can do it. There we go. Lovely. That was actually really nice. That was a nice turn. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go down the hill again and return it back to the base. Yeah. So I've had lots of comments from lots and lots of people throughout the last few videos where I've been having issues with the sell points. And lots of people have been like, well, he doesn't read and stuff like that. Well, it never used to be that you had to do anything. You just used to have to connect a hose to your tank, and that was it. And I've played this game for, what, like 6 years or something? However long it's been out. And there's never been an issue until now. So, yeah, I was going off what I've always known. Anyway, also, side note, it was working. And then it didn't. So I do think what's happened is I've just put air into the system, and there is no way to get the air out of the system. And it's just a bit boned now. So I can't really do anything with it. However, there are other sell points now. Obviously, I can't do anything with oil. Because, well, the only oil sell point is actually the refinery, so I can't do anything there. But we can sell diesel around the map, so I think that's something that might help us. I don't know where, but, you know, certain places. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and return this to the workbench, and we should have a bunch of diesel now. Let's have a look. 14,000 litres of diesel. Lovely. Okay, so I figured we'd come back to my plane really quickly. We're going to delete this guy right here on both sides, and I'm going to change it because there is too much, I guess there's too much exhaust smoke actually billowing out of this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put that right there like so. I'm going to go ahead and make this bit actually quite dark. There we go. We're going to shove both of these onto here. get some catalytic converters, if we can. So this is out, 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 and out. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and shove these guys onto here like this. Now, they're relatively, I was going to say relatively expensive. Not at this point in the game, but they sort of are at the start. Anyway, they're going to go on the side like that. We're then going to get an exhaust, and we're going to shove that directly on the back of here. And that should make the plane actually look a little bit nicer as well. Yeah, I think it does. That's really cool. That is actually really, really cool. Another thing that I wouldn't mind doing on this thing is actually adding a bit of a floaty right here. But what I said I was going to do earlier was actually lower this down. So we're going to go to this guy, and we're going to lower it down by 2, I think? By about 2, and that should be good. So let's go ahead and cut it. There we go. Drop it down by 2. There we go. And put it there. We're then going to go to the other side and do the same thing because we need to. So bring this over, bring it up by 2, go ahead and cut it, drop it down by 2, and paste it right there. Now, what I'm hoping this does is actually gives us enough buoyancy that our door right here will actually be out of the water. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and spawn it in and see if that changed anything. Because you figured the lower that is in the water, the harder it'll push back and try and lift up the plane. Unfortunately, I think that's actually worked out worse for us, which is kind of annoying. Very much so. Damn. Okay, so the only other thing I can actually think of doing would be making these guys bigger, but honestly, I think they're already about the size that I want them to be, so they're not going to get any larger than that. So these doors are going to be somewhat useless, which is kind of annoying because they're quite cool. The fact that they're there, but we're never really going to be able to use them, unfortunately. The last thing that I want to do today, by the way, is get ourselves a pump. Okay, a large filter, fuel pump, fluid pump, I should say. Attach that onto there. We need an in and we need an out. So, let's shove this guy right here like this. This is out, so this is actually going to go straight out the side of here and hopefully out the wall. Oh, that's not the best place to have it, actually, is it? Ugh, that's not a very good place to have it. Maybe down here somewhere, even here? This bit is separate, though. You know what, actually, if we just... If we have it so that these guys are actually connected. Kind of like this. There we go. So these guys are actually connected. There's the hole there. We can actually have the pumps in here, and that will be fine. However, we've got the same issue, don't we? We do. Unless we can place them back here. Which is fine. So let's go ahead and put that guy right there. There we go. So fluid out is going to go straight through the floor. And fluid in is just going to be on this side. It'd be good to have a filter, actually, because otherwise, obviously, it'll push the air out, and that's a bad thing. But yeah, in is going to be there. Out is going to be here. Let's get ourselves a fluid port. Shove that on the bottom like this. There we go. Bring this up with the pipe. Here we go. And send it into there just like so. Very good. On this side, we're going to get a liquid filter. Because we can. So here we go. Liquid relief valve. And then we're going to get ourselves a fluid port as well. And we're going to shove that on here. We're then going to get a grater then. Shove that down here. And essentially, these guys are going to turn on if the value of water, I guess, is greater than 1. Or 0.01 or whatever. So, number. Let's go ahead and get a number. Shove that guy right there. Good. This value is going to be 0.01. And we're going to shove that onto... value to compare, value to be compared to. So, we're going to shove that there. We're then going to get ourselves a meter, a fluid meter. And we're going to shove it right here. And we will attach this, liquid level, to there. Which means, if this decides that there is any water or any liquid inside this vehicle, it should get pumped out straight away without me having to do anything, which is awesome. So if we do open these doors accidentally and then we close them, it will actually get pumped out straight away. That's nice. Alright, cool. Well, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end this video here for now. In the next one, I think I'm going to start working on a bit of a shunter, because I think that's a good idea. And yeah, we'll probably get on with that. So for now, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Goodbye.